Joined by a man of the moment, Rylan Charlton. How are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm all right, Rylan. Just talking off camera, you beat our boy at the weekend, so how's life been
I did
since
indeed,
then?
yeah. Yeah, it's been mad. It's been good, different. Having a lot of messages, really kind messages from everyone. But yeah, it's been good.
I have to start with the nickname, the pint-sized powerhouse. Where do you
Yeah,
get that from?
yeah.
Are you sticking with it?
Well, yeah, I'm sticking with it. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably the smallest out of my big group of friends. So yeah, they've always called me pint size, a lot of them. So I thought I'd stick with the pint size. I'm powerful, so pint size powerhouse. Why not?
Good man, you showed it at the weekend.
Yeah, cheers.
Rylan, before the fight, when it was announced with Joe, even somebody like Eddie Hearn was saying this was going to be a really difficult fight for Joe Laws.
Mhm.
Did you know that you were going to give him trouble? Because I would assume you were seen as the guy to come in and just be another name on his record.
Yeah. I knew I was just supposed to come in and be the bait kind of thing to kind of boost his profile. But I just knew that that was going to be the result. Someone like Joe Law's a very good boxer and a really nice guy, but he stands in front of you, and you shouldn't stand in front of someone that's strong because that's the result.
Had you watched much of him beforehand, Rylan? Are you a guy that watches your opponents?
Not really. No, I don't really watch. I watched a little bit when I knew I was having the fight with him, but no, I'm not really much into watching it because I can watch it. I feel like you can watch as much as you want, but when you get in the ring, it's completely different anyway. So
Before we talk about the fight, um, Joe's a character, and I gather you were
yeah,
next
he is.
door.
Yeah,
Have you got any stories from
yeah.
the hotel?
No, not really. Actually, he was really well behaved, to be honest, because he seems he's a proper laugh, and he Joe. He's always up to tricks and that. But he was really all right. We just came out one morning and looked to the sides, and it was him and Joe, and I was like, "Oh, morning." Like it's just a bit strange. They just stick us like in the rooms together. It's weird.
So no fight and talk off camera.
No, not at all. No, it was all really chilled out, to be honest.
Good man. Can I ask you about being the away fighter, Rylan? Did you notice any difference in the whole build-up to the week, or even on fight night? The difference between how somebody like Joe would be treated and how somebody like you would be treated?
Not really. I kind of just kept myself to myself, and that way, everyone kind of leaves you alone anyway. Like I was just there for the job, kind of thing. Um, and yeah, I didn't really notice anyone being treated any different, kind of thing. I was just getting on with what I was getting on with, really, and just looking forward to the Saturday.
Let's talk about the fight. Not mince our words. You did a proper job on him, didn't you? Do you want to talk us through it?
Yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, I didn't really know what to expect from him. I thought he was going to come out and start like boxing a little bit more because he knew he had a fight on his hands. So I thought it'd be using his boxing skill a little bit more, but he was still doing the same Joe Laws, like loading up and trying to take my head off. And it's very easy, like just dipping the shots. And when you load up with every shot, they're not the shots you get knocked out. The shots you get knocked out with the ones you don't see coming, kind of thing. But he was very predictable. So yeah, and then I just came back with my shots, and I could see from the first left hook to the body that he could get hurt easily.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'd just stick on him, and then yeah, that was that.
I was going to ask that. Did you know that you'd hurt him in the first round? Because that body shot.
Yeah, I could see from his face it was a real like, oh, he winced kind of thing. I knew I'd hurt him, and I thought that yeah, that's it. I've got him now because he feels my power. So just start bringing him over the top.
And as a fighter, do you know at that point that this is a fight that you should win from that moment on?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I've always got that fighter's chance at the end of the day. Because I've got a bit of a good punch on me. So even if say in like big 12 round fight and you're losing 10 rounds, I've always got a chance to land that shot and then win the fight. So yeah, if you see you can hurt someone, then that's the a bit of a confidence booster, really.
And did he land anything on you, Rylan? Did you feel his power, or did you manage to slip everything?
I think I slipped quite a lot. We had a bit of a head clash, I think, in the second round, was I kind of split my eye a little bit. I didn't really feel his power. No, not really. I think I was too focused on just doing the job kind of thing. So I didn't really, no, I didn't stop to think of his power. I just cracked on.
Good man. And that third round, do you want to talk us through it? Because you dropped him a couple of times and...
Yeah. I saw when I dropped him with the right hand over the top. I think I really kind of scrambled him. He wasn't with it when he got back up from that. I noticed when he got back up, he was quite clever with it. He got his gum shield and he had it ready to spit it out on the floor. And fair enough, he's done what he had to do to get as big a breather as possible. But I knew after that right hand that I was going to get him out there that round for sure.
Joe said that after the fight, that wasn't really him in there. It was probably 40%. Do you take anything from that? Do you think that's excuses, or does that take anything away from your performance, do you think, Rylan?
I don't really. Maybe it's excuses. I don't know. But from all I've seen is he was in Lanzarote and having a full camp kind of thing. And I mean, if there's anyone that's going to make excuses, then I had 2 weeks' notice for that fight, and I stepped up a weight class. And yeah, I personally think it's excuses, but I don't know what goes on in his personal life. There could be some problem, but I don't know.
And talk about yourself. Obviously, that's probably catapulted you into many people's imagination. No one bigger than Eddie Hearn. We saw his emoji about the contract and the pen. Has he been in touch, Rylan? Has he?
Yeah, they have been in touch. Yeah, they've been in touch. Just waiting to see what's happening now. My manager's kind of sorting that out. We're just waiting to see what he can offer me, kind of thing, and where he wants to take me. But yeah, it's catapulted my career massively. That win. Obviously, Joe Laws that won't be the end of Joe Laws. He'll be back 100%, and he's got a massive backing, massive following. So for me, really, that was just what I needed to sort of get me in the position that I am now.
Yeah. Has Eddie been in touch about the next fight, Rylan, or is it in regards to actually signing you up with Matchroom, or both?
Yeah, I think there's no regards of a fight yet. We're still waiting to speak about all that kind of stuff. But I do want to have a fight before the year's out, kind of thing. So I'm going to start hassling him soon, being like, where's this fight day? Because I need to keep this momentum going. Because, I mean, I had a lot of ring rust from sandbox since January. So that wasn't my best performance that you'll ever see, kind of thing. I was a lot of ring rust. I had one spar for that fight with Conor Benn. And that was, yeah, so I feel there's a lot more of me to come in a full camp. Just
for the viewers, you've just getting yourself on Twitter, and that seems to be that seems to be the format for calling out people for fights. Can we look forward to that?
No, that's not really my style, to be honest. I don't really do the calling out, or I don't really respond to anyone calling me out. I'm just chilled. I just wait until my manager and Eddie Hearn sort out an opponent, and I'll get in there and do my job, kind of thing. I don't do a lot of talking in the game. I let these do the talking, kind of thing. That's about it.
Good man. If you did have a message for Eddie, and we'll put this out as a clip if you want, Rylan, what would you say to Eddie?
I would say, can we get me a fight sorted before the end of the year, please, Eddie? I'd appreciate that.
We'll put that out for you, mate.
Thank you very much.
Just a couple of things. You said you were sparring with Conor. How did that go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. Really good. I go down the Matchroom for my previous 6 fights I've had. I've been down the Matchroom gym in Brentwood and got a lot of rounds in. I had a lot of rounds with Conor. I've had rounds with Martin Ward, Joe Cordina and Ricky Burns. I've sparred a lot down there, so it's really good work. And obviously that brings me on like great sparring those guys. It's some of the best sparring you can get around. So yeah, really good down there.
And how would you think Conor's shaping up for his fight? Because he's obviously coming back soon. Is he in good nick?
Yeah, he's very good nick. Yeah, he is. I'd say last fight I had with him was probably the best I've seen him, kind of thing. So he's coming on very strong.
So you predict him to make a statement?
100%, yeah.
You've almost come from obscurity to, obviously, like I said at the start, a man of the moment. Does that prove to people like yourselves just to be ready? Because you don't know how fortunes can change as quick as that.
Yeah, for sure. Like this boxing game is the most unpredictable game going. Like 1 minute you're down here, next minute you're up there. It's just you have to keep yourself fit as possible, just ticking over, and then when an opportunity comes, you have to snap it up.
And what's your ambition? What's your ambitions, mate? What would you hope to achieve?
I'll go as far as possible. Let's get as far as possible. Get a British title, 100%, and just see where it takes us. Just keep going.
No rematch?
I mean, yeah, we can do a rematch if you wanted to, but I don't really see the point. I mean, if it was a close fight, then I'd understand. I'd happily go for a rematch. But I don't really feel like I got out of second, third gear with that fight. And plus, it's out of my weight bracket as well. I mean, if you wanted to do a rematch, we'll get down to the weight I fight at, and then we could, yeah. But I just don't see the point in it, really.
Onwards and upwards for you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Might you be avoided, Rylan? With it being such a destructive, one-sided fight, do you think there might be some fighters that think, hang on, I don't fancy this guy. He looks a bit useful.
Well, I've been used to that. My whole 6 fights, I don't think I've had a matchup that's gone longer than a week, kind of thing. They always pull out. I think most of my fights I've been matched up 3-4 days before the actual fight date. Like they pull out, and then it's just been a nightmare. So I'm kind of used to the pull outs and people not fancying it. It's just so yeah, we'll wait and see.
Good man, but fingers crossed we'll see you on a Matchroom show soon.
Hopefully, yeah. Thank
that
you.
profile going in the right direction for you, mate.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks very much.
Good man. Rylan Charlton, it's been a pleasure. I hope we speak again very, very soon.
Yep, same here. Thank you.
All right, you take care. Thanks a lot, Rylan.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.